first. So yeah, talk to us.
I saw some of the stuff you guys brought up because I was in and out. I had kind of like I was in a meeting, but I was like, let me stick on just in case you guys bring me up if you guys needed anything. But yeah, basically, man, yeah, we believe that that's the beauty of Islam, that we believe the Quran is perfectly preserved, letter by letter, dot by dot. If you get rid of every single Quran right now, you could bring it back within the day or two. You know, all you need is three people who memorized it, one reading, one correcting, and one writing it down.
Got it. I got you.
And if you want me to explain the hadith, I saw a little bit. I saw one hadith that you guys put up, just like a FYI, so you don't, some Muslims, mashallah, they study the deen. So Dar Islam is a publisher. So if you want to go see if it's authentic and stuff like that, so you have to go to Sheikh Albani, different books, Ilm al-Rijal, then, but when it says Sahih, which I don't know about the hadith, I'm not saying it's not Sahih, but just a FYI, the Dar Islam is just a publisher, which is a great publisher, by the way, but when it comes to hadith, you got to go to the bigger dogs.
Okay, so yeah, we're definitely aware of that. We have all the sources, all the scholars authenticating the hadith that we bring up. But before we get into the details, when did you say that you believe that there's one Quran?
Yes.
What do you mean when you say one Quran?
What's up?
He said, "What do you mean when you say there's one Quran? What do you mean by that?"
So what Allah revealed to His Prophet, the final messenger, the with the sab'at al-huruf. Obviously, there's different qira'at. I know you guys like that topic, like Malik, that kind of stuff. But you'll never, it's under the same shade, giving more meaning. You'll never find a contradiction.
Okay, so just to be clear, so one Quran doesn't mean one text of the Quran.
However you want to put it, obviously there's different. There's Susi, there's Warish, there's Hamza, there's different qira'as, right, for the people, right? A different way to say something, right? Like king and owner. Some of the Arabs, they didn't have owner, right? So Allah SWT said Malik.
Wait, hold on. Malik. Arabs don't have owners? Hold on, I'm Arab. What's that?
I'm talking about the time when the Quran was revealed.
Who told you that?
So wait, at the time the Quran was revealed, there were no owners of anything in the Arab world?
No. Are you guys gonna let me finish my sentence? Usually me and Avery, we have a nice dialogue back and forth, but we let each other finish, so you get what I'm trying to say.
You can't deal with someone questioning you?
I can deal, but if you want to have like a fruitful dialogue, the way me and Avery have, there has to be like some kind of
but you talk about Arabs, man, like I'm Arab, like
Okay, good. So you're Arab. I'm part Arab. So
okay. So are you saying there were no owners? There were no owners.
Wasted 45 seconds for no reason.
There no owners, dude? Were there any owners at the time of Muhammad? You said there were no owners.
I didn't say that. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if English is your second language. You need to listen.
No, it's not. It's not my man.
Finish what I'm saying, right? Or you're not gonna know what I'm saying.
Okay, so Muhammad, let's slow down. So
listen. Can I finish the sentence?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
But you can't say something crazy like there are no Arab owners.
Territory
that's crazy, dude. That's crazy to say there are no Arab owners. Man.
Yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
never said that. Kings. Oh my God, you guys.
Okay, so what? Why
are you guys so emotional? Let me finish the sentence. Then
you're lying because you're lying. You're lying. So first
of all,
lying.
You're lying. I said the king.
You said that there's
Malik
a dialogue.
Malik.
You said that Listen, Muhammad.
No, you listen. You never let me finish my sentence. Avery,
okay.
What's up, bro? You can let me finish my sentence or no?
Muhammad, listen, Muhammad. So you said this is what you said. This is why
you don't even know what I said. You never let me finish. How do you know what I said?
Now you're jumping in over me. So you
but let me finish my sentence. No, you gotta let me finish my sentence, or I'm not gonna have this dialogue, bro.
Let's let's let him get it off.
Okay, say what you want to say.
And we'll address, go ahead.
Malik, this is what I was saying. Between Malik, some of the Arabs, the different dialect, the qira'at revealed, they didn't know what kings were. So we have Malik and owner, so it gives more shade. You'll never find a contradiction, is what I'm saying. If I give me one contradiction in the Quran, I'll leave Islam right now.
Yeah, we'll show you. Okay, we'll show you that.
Okay.
Ever. Yeah, I'll leave Islam right here. Find me one contradiction.
Arabs didn't know what kings were. What?
In some parts, they didn't have kings.
What's your proof? What's your proof?
So giving more meaning to the owner. That's what Malik and Malik.
Oh, wow.
What is your proof for this?
If you go into some of these Bedouins,
we don't just talk and say things. We give evidence.
Okay, so if Bedouins didn't know what kings were, how come Allah in the Quran says that Pharaoh was a Malik, he was a king, when Arabs didn't know what kings were?
That's fine. I'm saying that it's giving you more. It's a deeper meaning. You'll never
but you
find
didn't
some. The
say.
point is, I'm making.
You said
One
some Bedouins
second.
didn't know what Malik was. He didn't know what king was.
1 second. You'll never find it's a deeper meaning. You'll never find a contradiction. Is there a contradiction between king and owner?
You keep saying there was not a contradiction. We'll show you a contradiction, but we're focusing on this point of Malik versus Malik right now because what you're saying is not true. So show me any source at all. I don't care what it is, any source at all that says that there are some tribes or that there are some Arabs who didn't have a word for king and a different word for owner in their dialect. So give us that evidence, because we have the opposite. We can go to early Islamic sources like Al-Tabari, for example, who explain the difference between Malik and Malik, and he doesn't say that they're both compatible with each other and that they just complement each other. He says that one of them is better and more correct than the other one. So let's go onto your source first, and then we'll give ours.
That's fine. Yeah, Tabari's a historian. He's like Ibn Kathir. He's gonna bring you all the sources, and then the ulama have to go and dissect to get the hadith.
But you're nothing though. You're nothing though. You're not a mufassir. You're not a historian. What are you?
Give us that source about the Malik, the king and the owner.
Yeah, I like how Avery's chilling. Good. Yeah, Avery, keep your blood pressure down. I don't know how you guys are. It's funny. You guys are always making fun of Muslims,
because
I know. You can't even let me talk to you. You're so excited.
Because people make things up, my friend. Give us your source.
No. I'm telling you. So agree this week. If you don't like my point,
give us the source.
If you don't like,
give us the source.
Agree. So I'll tell you, the Bedouins used to eat before Islam the skin of dead animals. They used to bury their daughters alive before Islam. They were the biggest alcoholics. So this is a bigger. So you're telling me 1 second. Let me finish.
Give us the
reference. You guys just went off. I interrupt you, right?
Dude, give us the reference.
I don't want to hear a story. Give me the reference.
So you're telling me there is a contradiction, king and owner. That's what you're saying.
Listen to what we're asking. You are the one who said that there were some Arab tribes who didn't have words for king and for owner, Malik and Malik. You're saying,
where'd you get that from?
Where did you get this from? What's your evidence for that?
Yeah, apart from your brain, where'd you get that from?
There's a book, Al-Itqan. Look it up. I don't know which page.
What's the name of the scholar? What's the name of the scholar that says that?
I don't know about the scholar, but look it up. You have to find it.
So you don't have a reference.
Yeah,
you don't have a reference.
We won't find it.
I told you. Is there a contradiction between the two words? Is there a contradiction between the two words?
Don't change right now. We're going to show you a contradiction soon.
For something that's specific, I don't have a reference for that.
So just to be clear, Omar, that you don't have a reference where you're pulling from where they didn't have a certain word for owner or king in certain Arab tribes or anything like that. You don't have a reference.
I don't know for that specific word. No, I do not.
So then why did you say that?
Not on top of hand. I'm explaining to them that there's no contradiction between the two.
You want to take some
time? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me be the good cop here. So I understand that you're saying that there's no contradictions and stuff, but you did make a claim, right? You said the reason why a certain word was used, like Malik or Malik, was because certain Arab tribes didn't have a word for like king or owner or something like that. That's what you said. So that's why they're asking you, what is your evidence for that? Where'd you get that from? So if you don't
I forget the book. Yeah, I could get it. I could pull it up, but I have my library here. I would have to.
You said you could pull it up?
I could probably, if I look for it, but it'd probably take some time.
How much time do you think you need?
I don't remember.
Hold on, guys. How much time do you think you need?
It's a book. I'm assuming it's called Al-Itqan. I'm assuming it's in there.
No. Don't bring dude. You don't think we have Al-Itqan?
Yeah, I've read Al-Itqan. Yeah, it doesn't say that.
We have.
I doubt it. I doubt you read it, but okay.
Okay, then bring it. Then.
I doubt it. I'm just saying. My opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion, right?
Muhammad, you're not in a place.
I doubt you read it, but okay.
Muhammad, you're not in a place to doubt anything because you're the only one who hasn't burned your references so far. So you said Al-Tabari doesn't matter because he's a historian. I'm sorry.
No, I never said that. I said no, I never said that. Why you lying? Wow,
dude, Muhammad, why are you lying?
Don't put words into my mouth. Minimum. We're gonna have a conversation. Don't put words into my mouth. Don't put words into my mouth.
Now you're cutting Jai off.
Exactly.
No, but he's misrepresenting me. So he was a historian. You have to look at
him, Muhammad. Respond to him when he's done.
Go ahead.
Because you want the same thing for him, right? So I'm gonna make sure that you get to finish before they cut you. I'll try to manage this. Okay.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
So this is really simple. we can go to a source. And by the way, Al-Tabari is not just a historian. Al-Tabari is also a mufassir. He's also an interpreter. He's also a master of qira'at as well. He had a whole book on this topic. He had 20 plus readings of the Quran. He's also the teacher of Ibn Mujahid, someone who Muhammad probably doesn't even know who he is. And he's saying, you doubt we've read this stuff. So let's talk about, what does Al-Tabari say? Does he say that there were some tribes that said Malik, meaning king, and there's some tribes that said Malik, meaning owner, and they just meant the same things, but just different dialects couldn't, because they didn't have these words for it? No, he doesn't say that. In fact, what Al-Tabari does, and I'll bring up the source, he says that out of these two readings, that the more correct reading is the reading Malik, king. It's the more correct reading. No, dude, relax. Hold on.
No, I agree with you. I said okay.
Okay, so good. Okay, so he continues on, and he gives a form of reasoning for this. He says, because it's known that every Malik, every owner doesn't necessarily necessitate that he's a king, but every king, every Malik necessitates the fact that he's also an owner. So he's saying that the word Malik encompasses more of a meaning and gives more glory to God. So therefore, this is the most correct reading. So go ahead.
Okay, I have no problem with that, what you just said.
Well, it contradicts everything you just said earlier, so you have to have a problem with it.
No, I have no problem. So if Tabari, if you're bringing this to me, obviously I'm looking into it. But the way you explain it, it's there's no problem. If there's a different dialect, there's a different way we say. It's like French fries. How people in Texas or people in the UK will say fries and chips. That's all it is. If that's what you guys are looking for.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Not
so
like
yeah.
that.
So if there's a better word to use, but it's still the Quran. That's what you have to understand, and you won't find one contradiction. You have to have different translations, but you never find different versions like you have in the Bible, like 73 books or 66 books, or the RSV different from the, you know what I mean, like verses completely taken out.
Okay, so first of all, you do have that in the Quran. You have Ibn Masud, who took away 3 chapters of the Quran. You have Ubay, who added 2 chapters of the Quran. So you have 5 disputed chapters in the Quran. Some people said these are from Allah. Yes, you do. We have the references for these. I can show you the references. And second of all, you don't agree with Al-Tabari, because Al-Tabari doesn't say anything about dialects. He doesn't say anything about these being dialectical differences, because actually Al-Tabari knew Arabic, and he knew about the Arab tribes, unlike you. So he knew that every single Arab knew how to say king. Every single Arab knew how to say owner. This is a part of the language. In fact, the very word that is built, you can't actually have the word king without having the word owner, because if you know Arabic, you know that there's what's called a jadr, a root for these 2 words. And this root exists, and it creates the word king. It creates the word owner. Both words are just different forms of this root. So there's no way you can have this root and not have these 2 words. There's no tribe that didn't have these 2 words. You can't show us any source that says that. You just made it up.
Yeah, and the Quran itself says that, because in Surah 12, the Quran mentions قال الملك. The king says in the story of Yusuf, the king says, bring him to me. Surah 12, verse 80.
Exactly. So
and
that means
Surah 12, verse 17, the Malik says, the king says, I see in my dream. You know the story of Yusuf, I see in my dream. The dream that Yusuf interpreted for him. So if the Arabs didn't know what the word for king was, or some tribes like you claim, there's no way they would have understood the Quran until now. And there are no other versions of the Quran that render that word king in that surah said multiple times. There's no version of the Quran that renders it into something else that they could understand.
Exactly.
So to say that some Arabs didn't know what the word king was is just terrible, and it's a lie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Avery's cracking me out, dude. Okay, so basically,
nervous
so like I said, hey, you guys sound like some good dua. You should join us at the table. So, anyways, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Hey, we do it for Jesus. We don't lie though. We do it for Jesus.
Yeah. We never claimed that
some
Arabs didn't know
original. You know, there's the teachings of Jesus and about Jesus.
Okay, let's stay on this.
Let's stay on topic.
On topic. Is that a contradiction? Let's get to the meat of it. Let's go. I probably have to bounce in like 10, 15. I have a meeting. But is this a contradiction? Malik an owner.
Okay. Are you going to apologize for pretending the Arabs didn't know what king was?
No, I'm not going to. I would just give that as an example. Do you know that?
Yeah, that is a wrong example. No, the Bedouins knew what king was.
I'll say this.
Yep.
If I'll go back. I'll go back and look it up in Al-Itqan.
Yeah, once you look it up, come back. Yeah.
Okay. The chapter that you just read, Malik an-Nas.
Yep.
There's no other version of that says Malik an-Nas. Every single version, every single reading that we have says Malik Nas. So there wasn't. So you're saying that there were some tribes that wouldn't be able to understand that because they didn't have this word Malik, they didn't have the word king.
Yeah, I mean in Surah 12, for Surah Yusuf, Pharaoh is called Malik, the king of Egypt.
For sure, no, but the point.
So
that
how
I was
can
the
Arabs
home,
not understand? How can the Arabs not understand? They heard it from Muhammad.
Yeah, but I didn't say the Arabs. I said
some Bedouins
Arabs,
or whatever Bedouins you mean. How come they not
use
understand?
different words. So right now,
no, they didn't use different words because otherwise they wouldn't have heard the Quran or recited it or said it.
Okay, 1 second. I'm from San Diego. I go to Texas.
I don't care where you're from, my man. I don't, with respect, I don't care where you're from. Let's stick to the Arabs and bring your source.
I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example that's clear cut.
Because to say that a people don't know what king is ridiculous. People from the dawn of time knew what king was in all places. So you need to bring me a reference to show me that those primitive Arab Bedouins that didn't know the right from the left didn't know what king was. It's not a complicated word, my friend.
But
you still haven't got
you're running. You're running.
I'm running from what? It was used.
Don't run, daughter of Christ. Don't run.
Is it a contradiction?
I'm keeping you accountable for what you said. You, like I said,
I told you. I could be wrong. I told you. I don't have.
Wrong. You are wrong. Thank you very much.
I don't have the book. I have the books here. By the time I go and look, it probably take me 10 minutes.
Yeah, you said Al-Itqan and he doesn't say that. Otherwise, you would have got. You would have.
Oh, you have Al-Itqan memorized.
I read it.
I guarantee. Look, you can make a follow-up video to this because I know you're not going to be able to find it here. Make a follow-up video. If you can prove that it says that, then
we will apologize. We will apologize to you. But if you had it, you would have brought it up. And
I'm not a YouTuber. I don't have any videos, but I want you to answer the question. Okay, I already said I'm going to look it up.
You want a contradiction? Yes,
you want a contradiction. Let's go.
So we'll show you a contradiction.
So let me finish. So you guys went on. So for example, where you have like, why kickest thyself against the pricks when Saul and Jesus, right? In the RSV, you're not going to find this verse where complete verses are taken out. 1 John 5:7.
Muhammad, don't change topics. We're not talking about the Bible right now.
This is on topic. This is verse against verse, words against words.
You want a contradiction or not?
But are you going to let me finish?
You said you'll leave Islam if you find a contradiction.
Let's leave Islam right now because there's a contradiction in front of my face right now.
By the way, do you know who Sheikh Shankiti is? Because you mentioned Al-Tabari. Do you know who he was?
Yes, I actually did hadith with him when I was overseas.
Okay, great. So he's a reputable scholar. You wouldn't throw him under the bus, right? Because Avery's been counting all the scholars you've thrown under the bus. So you're not gonna throw him under the bus.
But first of all, though, I didn't throw any scholar under the bus. I just explained how things work. Okay,
so Sheikh Shankiti, he's a reputable scholar, right?
Depends which one.
What do you mean which one?
The Shankiti brothers. Shanaka, that's a tribe in Africa.
So you don't know who he is. You don't know who he is.
Mukhtar and Shaqid, yes, I do. He teaches in Medina. I just
we're not talking about him.
Are you guys Arab? I've noticed this Middle Eastern vibe. I like to push and like relax. This is California. Relax.
Okay.
You guys are very aggressive.
But when you say Arabs were like so primitive, that hurts me because I'm Arab. They were not that primitive. They didn't know what king was, my man.
So we're talking about.
To explain a point to you, but obviously.
But we're talking about Sheikh Shankiti, the big scholar.
Arabs. Go ahead.
Muhammad Al-Amin Shankiti. That's what we're talking about. Do you know him?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Okay, so he's a big scholar. He taught people, like some of his students work similar, like bin Baz, for example.
And Al-Uthaymeen.
And Al-Uthaymeen as well.
You know who they are?
Obviously, yeah. They.
Okay, great.
So, Muhammad Amin Shankiti. Okay, yes, so is he still alive? This Muhammad Amin Shankiti?
No, he's not alive.
He's not alive. No. He's dead.
Okay, Tom. Okay, guys. I want to make sure you guys know what you're talking about. Okay, good. At least
you're trying to test us.
Yeah, you're the one who's asking. So I'm thinking you're asking because you don't know.
Okay. Baz, Ibn Uthaymeen, and Albani, they all passed away around year 2000, 1999.
Okay, so let's bring up, because you said you'll leave Islam if you find a contradiction, right?
100%. Unlike the Bible, where I'll give you thousands.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Can you just emphasize that? Ask him another time first, because
can you also promise not to throw Shankiti under the bus after this?
No. Well, let's analyze it. He's not Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
But promise you won't throw him under the bus, though.
I won't throw him under the bus. No, I'm going to critique what he said. Except for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, everyone else, you have to check and you have to question, you have to verify.
Okay, great. So do you have your Quran on you, or do you have a way to access it?
Usually, I give out English Quran, and I don't have one right now. It's funny. Yeah, right here. Go ahead.
Okay, chapter 11, verse 81. Can you read that first? Chapter 11, verse 81.
Yeah, the angels, O Lot, indeed, we are messengers of your Lord, they will never reach you. So set out with your family during a portion of the night, and let not any among you look back, except your wife. Indeed, she will be struck by that which strikes them. Indeed, their appointment is the morning, is not the morning near.
Okay,
Allahu
so
Akbar.
okay.
Do you know the story of this or no?
Yeah. Hold on. Before you try to, wax eloquent, let's talk. Do you know Arabic? Can you read Arabic?
Yeah, I do pretty good.
Okay, so I mean, we're not trying to. I just want the reason why I want to know is because there's a grammatical issue at stake here. So I'm wondering how good your Arabic is, if you can catch it or not.
It's subtle, so if you don't know much Arabic, it may be wasted a little bit on you. With respect.
My Arabic is it's decent. Obviously, I'm not Arab, but
okay.
I thought you said you're part Arab before.
I'm part Arab, like in where you memorize the Quran and you speak Arabic. According to the Prophet Muhammad, you're Arab.
Oh, so Muhammad said you're Arab if you speak Arabic?
Yes.
No, I just want him to say it. I want him to confirm it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay,
why are you guys so proud you're Arab? You guys
no one's
I'm proud of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're only proud of Jesus. That's it.
That message that you don't follow, right? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the message that we follow.
The message we follow by rejecting Islam completely.
If you give me a miracle of today's, then I'll
hold on. Wait, we're gonna show you contradiction.
We'll give you the miracle of unpreservation.
Yeah. So God Logic, can you put this on the screen?
I'm waiting. I'm here. I'm waiting. I got the verse. Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Sodom, Gomorrah.
So can you see the text on the screen in front of you?
Yeah.
Can you see Arabic? Let me try to make it bigger. Hold on. Let me see. Is that bigger?
We'll do this example with him, and then we'll move to the next guest to see if, or add someone to see if they can help.
Okay. So why don't we help him out? We'll just read it on Hafs, and we'll just.
So the Hafs that you're probably holding, it says.
It's an English Quran, but okay, go ahead.
Oh, well, it's translated from Hafs.
We're reading the Arabic though now.
Yeah, this is Arabic.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, verse 81, Surah 11. قالوا يا لوط إن رسل ربك لن يصلوا إليك فأسر بأهلك بقطع من الليل ولا يلتفت منكم أحد إلا امرأتك.
Okay.
Oh my God! Can I just start? I think I know what you're getting at. You want me to just explain it?
Go ahead.
Yep.
You poor souls, dude.
Get him, Omar. Get him.
Get him. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Are you talking about where so Allah SWT is telling Lut, his messenger? First of all, do you know the story of Lut in the Quran?
Yeah, we know the story. Just get to the point. What do you think? What do you think
what the Quran says?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the point we're trying to make is? Since you jumped in,
bro, this is funny. So Lut alayhi salam, his wife was evil. His wife, even when the angels came down.
What point do you think we're trying to make here? What point do you think we're trying to make?
I see. You have it highlighted. I'm trying to zoom in. Let me see if I hope it doesn't come out. There we go. So you're saying regarding his wife, what to do with his wife?
What about his wife? What about his wife?
His wife, Lut alayhi salam was commanded to leave. His wife saw them. They were leaving together. His wife was the only one who looked back. So yes, Lut alayhi salam was commanded to leave to take his daughters and the righteous, I don't know how many followers he was, to go and bounce. Boom. The punishment of Allah is coming. Okay. And
so what was his wife commanded? What was his wife commanded?
His wife was evil. The command
was commanded. What was she commanded?
We know she's evil.
So she what was she commanded?
Yeah, what was she commanded?
In that verse that we just read.
What was she commanded?
What was he commanded to do with her? What was he commanded to do with her? The illam ra'atuka part.
Yeah, so it says, and let not any among you look back. So she broke the command of looking back. She's not supposed to look back. She looked back. She was taken by the adhab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay.
So which one are you talking about? Which version are you talking about with that where that story is told?
I have the English Quran right here. Both is correct. Yeah.
Okay. So
both is correct.
Okay. Well, so in the Arabic, look this up within Arab if you don't believe us. What the grammar is doing here is something that it changes the command altogether. So if you read Hafs, the one that you just read, let me pull it up here to make it easier for us to follow along with. So if you, we can go to commentaries as well if you want. It doesn't matter. So in the majority of readings,
is what you're saying.
In the majority of readings, Lot was commanded, like the reading that you just read, he was commanded to bring his family out, except his wife. Okay. So the first reading is bring out your family except your wife.
Yeah, leave her behind.
Leave her behind.
Leave her at home.
And don't let anyone look back. Okay. The other reading, like in Ibn Kathir and Abu Amr, for example, Lot was commanded to bring out his whole family. It doesn't exclude anyone. But when it says don't let anyone look back, it says except your wife.
So she's with them in the second time.
So she's with them the second one.
I love it.
Yeah, but she looks
Avery, come on, dog. You thought you could give me something better than this?
Get him, Omar. Get him, man.
No problem, man. Come on, hey, because I know, Avery. I've brought him. I'm like, bro, you don't speak Arabic, so you brought some Arab. So I like that. Some Arab. So hey, look at this.
Wait, is this a boxing match or a discussion?
Yeah, I mean,
what's with
now you're trying to play. Now you're trying to play that card. Okay, no problem. Sister.
No, I'm not playing any card. Get to it and stop the clowning. Get to it, man.
Come, you ready?
Come on, get
you
to
guys
it.
ready? Yalla. If I explain this to you, ready to take your shahada with you right now on this live.
You're not going to explain anything because we haven't even gotten to your scholar Shankiti yet, who you got to throw under the bus.
Yeah, your scholar.
Because your scholar admits the contradiction. Your scholar admits the contradiction.
No problem.
Yeah,
no
it's a big problem because you just said you'll leave Islam.
Yeah, so you got.
I will leave Islam. Give me a contradiction. Show me where unequivocal. Jesus himself says, "I am God. Worship me." In the 2,000 in the 27 books. I gotta throw it in there. You already know. But okay, so let's continue. So let's stick on this verse. Here's this verse. Here's this verse. Here's the verse. Here's the verse.
Try to explain it.
Lut didn't tell his wife. By the way, he left. It's in the Quran.
We don't care about the telling.
What was he commanded to do? That's what we're asking you. Okay, no. With his wife. What was he commanded to do in regards to his wife?
With his wife, leave.
No. Leave. Okay, that's one reading of the Quran.
Was commanded to bring his family, excluding his wife, not telling his wife. So he was commanded to leave his wife. Right. Let me finish.
That's
so
one
his
reading
wife
of the Quran.
Saw them leaving.
Muhammad, that's one reading of the Quran. He's commanded to leave except his wife. So leave with your family, except don't bring your wife with you. That's one reading of the Quran.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
The other reading, it says to bring your family. It doesn't say don't bring your wife, but it says don't let anyone look back except your wife. So if she's going to look back, it means what? It means that she went with them.
She's with them in the second time.
Absolutely. Exactly.
And then she looks back.
So you have to understand that even though she was evil, she knew he was a prophet of God. There's no doubt about it.
I don't care what she knew, dude. I don't care what she knew.
We're talking about what the angels commanded. We're talking about what did the angels command.
Yeah, the angels command leave her at home in one reading, and in the other reading, take her with you, and then she will look back. That means she will be with them.
So I already explained this. She was a basically disbeliever.
Yeah, I know she's evil, dude. We know she's evil.
We're asking what the command was. We're asking what the command was. We're not asking about her.
Yeah, we know she's evil.
To my knowledge and to what I'm seeing right here is to leave and not to tell not to tell anyone. Just take the believers, your daughters, and get out of there. And
then how did she look back?
She followed them. She followed them.
Do you have any evidence of that? That she followed. Where does it say she followed, even though they didn't tell her?
My memory's been bad the last year, but pull up the tafsir. I could definitely provide evidence.
Okay. You want a tafsir? Okay. You want a tafsir? Okay, yalla. We have a tafsir. We have a tafsir. Okay. So this one is Sheikh. Your Sheikh that you said that you know about.
Yeah, Muhammad al-Amin al-Shanqiti. You even told us.
Why don't you pull up Ibn Kathir for now and then come?
Oh yeah. Okay. Fine. You want Ibn Kathir? Fine. No problem. We'll show Ibn Kathir. Okay. Hold on. Let me. I have a Tabari. I have Ibn Kathir. Okay. Right here. Ibn Kathir. Okay. So okay, let me make it big. Okay.
But you guys should read, man, so you don't fall into these little.
No, you're the one that needs to read.
You're the one whose memory is bad.
I agree. I need to read. I have the Bible right here. I have the Jehovah's Witness Bible. I have the King James.
We don't need
the Jehovah's Bible Witness can't help you here.
Okay, so you want Ibn Kathir? We have Ibn Kathir on the screen. So let's see Ibn Kathir if he's saying what you're saying, or he's agreeing that there's a problem, there's a contention here. So he's saying that the majority read this. The majority read this as travel with your family, except your wife. Okay, that's the majority of readings. Travel with your family, except your wife. So this is the command. We're not talking about the moral character of his wife here. We're talking about what was Lot commanded. He's commanded travel with your family, except your wife. And then he said, and this is how Ibn Masud read it, putting your wife in the accusative because it comes from an affirmation. So in their view, it must be put in the accusative. However, he says others read it. Other among the readers and grammarians said it is an exemption from his saying, and let not any of you look back except your wife.
Beautiful.
So in one case, she's commanded, don't take her out of the house. The other case, she comes out of the house, but she turns back.
No.
So there's a contradiction here.
No, man.
Because he
How
says
is the contradiction? Leave. She looked back. She got taken. Do not look back. Leave her.
We're talking about the command. We're not talking about what. We're talking about the command. We're talking about the command. These are two contradictory commands.
Yeah, Muhammad, because he says, let not any of you look back. That includes him and his wife. So that means they were all there when she looked back.
Right. So she broke the command, right, by looking back.
But she was
taken. Leave her.
She was there.
Yeah, this is going way over his head. This is going way over his head.
In one place,
you have to bring the tafsir in one place. Yeah, sure.
We have so many different references, man. I'm sorry. This is like way above.
Should we bring someone else?
Yeah, let's bring someone else. But just for the sake of the chat, let's just clarify. We mentioned the Shankiti. You might be wondering, what did he say? Yeah. Well, he says very clearly that there is a contradiction in the verse. Yeah. He said, why is there a contradiction? Because the reading with the fatha, the reading that is in the majority of readings, indicates that he did not travel with her. And then the reading with the Dhamma indicates that he traveled with her. So one reading indicates that he traveled with her. The other one says he did not travel with her. Sheikh Ash-Shankiti says this is a contradiction. So if Muhammad had integrity, if Muhammad was an honorable person, he would leave Islam right now, because he said he'd leave Islam after he finds a contradiction.
Okay, so, where's the contradiction between
let's
what?
Leave it at that. Let's leave it at that, because
what's the contradiction though between the two readings?
Dude, you still don't understand.
No, I understand. No. You're saying there's a contradiction between the Hafs, and what version is that?
Ibn Kathir. Yeah, this is
Do you know Qira'at al-Bazzi?
Al-Bazi, no, I don't know that one. No. Okay,
so one of Ibn Kathir's.
You don't even know it. So let me say.
The Sheikh is saying there's a contradiction between these two verses.
Yes, my friend, it's in front of you on the screen.
I see it. Okay, yeah. Obviously, I'll look into this. I've never seen this before. Okay. But yeah, I gave you the explanation.
That's honest.
That's honest.
We appreciate that.
You got to look into it, man. You never do, man.
Oh, okay. He's one of those.
And come back to us.
I haven't seen you, man. I haven't seen you. Where have you been, Avery?
I've been away.
Okay, so yeah.
I'll probably see you soon then. But anyways, basically,
I'll be in Balboa probably like I'll be in Balboa soon.
Your boy needs help.
Nah, he's holding his own. He's doing good over there.
Yeah, you think? Okay, for sure. Yeah. But anyways, basically, this I gave you the ruling of the tafsir, how it is. But with this, I specifically, you're saying of the Amr, I'm not sure. Obviously, I would have to.
Okay, that's honest. All right, so we'll leave it at that then for until next time.
Yeah, look into
it. We'll bring up Abu Bakr.